Find my baby, I'm gonna hold her tight. I'm gonna grab some afternoon delight. What's up, John Paul? My motto's always been, if it's right, it's right. Why wait until the middle of the cold, dark night? When everything's clearer in the light of day. Oh, and we know the night's always gonna be here anyway. What's up, Cord? What's up, E? Thinking of you's working up an appetite. I'm just looking forward to a little afternoon delight. Rubbing sticks and stones together, making sparks ignite. And the thought of rubbing you has got me so excited. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon delight. Afternoon delight. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here tonight tonight, he says, because he's so used to playing gigs at night. This is where it's all brand new. We're getting used to this whole new, we won't call it a regime, this whole new thing. This is episode 1 of Afternoon Delight. We're going to be doing this every day. A little short check-in every day at 1:11 for all you metaphysicians out there. Yes, we've got ourselves a theme song, John Paul. And so I'm also, this being episode 1, we're trying to figure a lot of things out here and to see what works best for this every day. Monday through Friday we're going to do this, and Thursday night's the big concert. Just like most of the normal folks out there, I'm going to try to be normal for once in my life and actually take a weekend off. So we won't be doing this on Saturday and Sunday. Monday through Friday we're going to do this. What's up, Jacob? Shout out to our East Texas Tramps brothers. So the first thing I'm noticing as I do this live, this is the first time I've tried this from my laptop. This is actually hey, y'all ready for something really exciting? This is my first time ever using a laptop webcam. I've gone live from the phone. I've recorded things with like the real cameras, and when we've recorded gigs, we've had the real cameras. It's my first time using the laptop webcam, so this is a learning experience for all of us. And the main reason I bring that up is because right now, the way the Facebook Live is working on my laptop anyway, I can see when you comment. Awesome. So good to see at least these three people here so far. Some good old friends. Some righteous folks tuning in so far. But unlike usually like on the app, so maybe what I gotta do is download the Facebook app on my laptop, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure this all out as we go. It's the pilot episode after all. Hopefully they'll pick me up and we'll be back tomorrow. But I can't see if you're just watching. So if you're out there, please, by all means, just put a little hi in the comment field so I know you're there. So for this first day, basically what I want to do here on these things every day is just sort of touch base, have a chance for us all to say hi out there, in these weird times. Pop in, check in on each other, spread some smiles, as it were. Thinking just like a half hour every day, just a quick check-in, right? We'll do the full concert madness shenanigans on Thursday nights. But there is a little bit of time to do a couple songs. So I'm going to do a couple songs each day for you as well. And again, I'm going to try all the different technology to see what seems to work best. Today we're trying the laptop. Tomorrow maybe I'll try the tablet. We'll see. So within that half hour, there might be time to take some requests. If you've got a request that's burning you up or something you think I should talk about. The other way I'm thinking about doing this is we can call this sort of the HeadEye VH1 storytellers moment. If you got burning questions or things you want to know about, open format, folks. Just you and I, and we're all just kind of hanging out. Might be too early for a beer, maybe not. If you want to just like sit back, pretend we're all sharing a booze together, just sitting on the couch, chilling out. That's what the spirit's all about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick us off with I'll play us a song, then we'll talk a little bit. This here's a song that I haven't played in quite a while, actually. Not only haven't played it live, but also just haven't played it myself in my practice in quite some time. If I look here, yes, the old chart that I wrote for myself way back in the day, and then you'll get a little sneak preview on what this one's called. But see that date up there? 2002 is the date. Spring, even. Look at me being specific. Spring of 2002 is when this particular song was first written. So I was still in Emergent Evolution in 2002. This was like towards the end of the Emergent Evolution days. Frankly, I can't remember if Emergent, my prog rock jam band here in Bethlehem, if Emergent actually ever played this song. It got most of its playing time when I was in Wandering Root, right around 2010 years. For those of you who don't remember Wandering Root, our good friend Asa Wilson was lead guitar player at one point. Eamon Murray and Brad Yackel were the first guitar players in that band. Brad, of course, having success out in Colorado. Randall's selling drum stuff down in the Philly area. TJ Duddy, I believe last I saw of TJ out playing, he was in the Dead Abides. So we had ourselves a little jam band called Wandering Root, and this was a song I wrote for that band. Not for it, but we played it in that band. It's called It's Love. There is one thing that can save us all. It's a simple plan. It's love. Not for some, for everyone. Your enemy is a long lost son. It's love. There is one thing to do. You got to love whoever's loving you. It's love. And if they don't offer first, well, here's the way to cure what's worst. It's love. You best believe it and know it's true. Want to receive it, then give it to. That's all there is to say about it. There ain't no more. This was always the challenging part. Love. 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 There you go. All the way back to 2002 on that one. Ah, the crowd goes wild. By the way, so while we're sitting here hanging out, for those of you who don't know yet, let's see, right over backwards shoulder. Whoop. If you haven't been to HeadEye.org yet, you should get over there and check out all the new singles. We got 2 singles and 2 B-sides up over there right now. So let me kind of get out of the way. Let me try this again. Yeah. This is you want to talk about hand-eye coordination time. HeadEye.org if you can't see it. HeadEye. If nothing else, I would love for you to go over there and just check out all the new music, all the shenanigans, the stuff that's going on. Check out the pictures of all the folks who helped us out with the first 2 singles. A lot of great folks over there on the homepage. And of course, if you feel so inclined, as I'm sure you've seen going around a lot of us musicians right now, this is pretty much where we're gigging, is online. So if you want to help a musician who's out of work, you can go to the hand-eye coordination, headeye.org, and buy a t-shirt, buy a sticker for $3. Download the music. Each song's like $1.50. You can download each single with the B-side for just under $3. You can also buy the full USB stick. Kickstarter gets all the current music for $20, and that also gets you the full album digitally downloaded when that comes out, hopefully this summer. At this point with the quarantine, John Paul and I have been adhering to the quarantine and not being in the studio. So might push our album release date a little bit to the fall at this point. But if you buy that USB stick now for $20 over at the website, you'll get that album when it comes out. And I guarantee it's coming out. All the songs are already in the can. We're just getting down to the last overdubs. So it's not a scam. I promise you. There really is an album coming out, and you really will get it if you buy the USB stick right now. So also, we got the Venmo. If you want to do just donations for poor musicians, you can go over to the Venmo at JHeadEye and do that. So let's see what we got. Oh, Sam Beadle's in. Are the pictures up? If you are talking about just, I put the headshots, all the headshots that everybody. Oh, I know what you're talking about. So our good friend, the wonderful, beautiful, talented Miss Sam Beadle, and Sam, if you want to throw a link up in the comments to some of the stuff you're doing, some of the improv groups or anything you got going on, please do that. That goes for everybody. Courtney, if you want to put Kirk's page up there in the comments. I don't know if Kirk's up there doing any work right now. Jacob, if you want to throw up a link to the East Texas Tramps, please by all means do that. Sam, put some links up. That's what today is all about. That's what this whole Afternoon Delight is going to be all about. Just all of us trying to help each other out and get through these times, right? So Sam, for those of you who don't know, not only just a great old friend, and just a lovely human being in general, local improv comedian. We've not only done a lot of work together in some improv stuff over the years and some touchstones and theater stuff, but she was also helped out with the last single. She's on Ja Abenine. So again, you got to get over to headeye.org and check out the new single, Ja Abenine, which also features some internet collaborations from some beautiful women over in Berlin, the band Two Times Twice. And Alyssa Allen, Barry B., Eric Santana, Brett Talbert, Sean Kavanaugh, Alyssa Lou Allen of Rio Bassa, John Paul DeBard, of course, engineering it. I'm probably forgetting people, but that's the ones that come to mind right now. They're all on it, and Sam did a beautiful job of doing some narration and some character acting of our mermaid mama on the song. And for the album, everybody who was involved in the album, we all had them take shots of themselves because our wonderful art director, Nate Fehlauer of Wiscy Jones, like Wisconsin, Wiscy Jones, like Indiana Jones. WhiskyJones.com is his design company, his independent design company. Old bandmate from Wisconsin in college. He's turning everybody who is involved with the album into their own astronaut slash alien slash new race. Those are not up, Sam. There are pictures of just normal headshots on the website right now of everybody on the website headeye.org right now of all the people, just their regular professional headshots and things we trolled off of Facebook. But the other shots are slowly coming in. Slowly coming in. I haven't seen yours yet. As soon as I get yours, I'll zap you private message. So, all right. So I tell you what, man. If there's one thing I've learned when I do a show, or like even these Facebook online things, I definitely have that personality where, I mean, time flies. Anybody who's seen a solo gig so far knows I do 3 hours straight at the bar. Once I get going, I just go, right? I like to call it my Bruce Springsteen boss method. Hit that stage and go for 3 hours, man. So I'm planning on these just being quick check-ins every day. We're already 20 minutes in. I know there's at least 2 songs I want to do today, so let me get to those, and then maybe we'll just try to keep with the program so this doesn't turn into a 3-hour thing every day. It would be very easy for me to do that. So again, everybody, please check in the comments. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know anything you're up to. Any way we can help each other out, put that over there in the comments. Or simply, please, just say hi. Tell me you're here. So, and now to switch gears a little bit and go to a total bummer note. That's what I do best. I bring you up and I bum you out. That's how I do it. Joe Diffie just passed from coronavirus, and it was just announced that John Prine is in pretty bad condition with the corona, which, besides being a bummer, having these artists we know and love catching the virus and struggling with the virus, I think it's also a testament to really how careful we got to be. Just to go here for a moment, some people have been surprised when I tell them this. First of all, I've joked, if there's a joke to be had here, this sort of lifestyle suits me just fine because I'm a reclusive artist anyway. But literally, if you remember 2 weeks ago at this point, I guess, when Governor Wolf first announced that Monday that they were going to shut down the bars at midnight, and like we were going to, that first big push towards all the non-essentials being closed, I was on my way to work. We had one last day of school rock that Monday. 4 of my 6 students called off. Totally understandable. They're like, dude, things are getting weird. We're staying home. I went home that Monday night, did a bunch of grocery shopping on the way home. Thought, well, just make sure I'm stocked up for a little while. Later that week, things started getting really weird. I went out again, Nikki and I, and got a bunch. Like I just stocked up on all the dry goods and filled the pantry. And that's the only 2 times besides her gathering at the parents. I've been out of the house a total of 3 times in these 2 weeks. Just sitting here catching up on housework, working on songs, scratching the dog, watching Altered Carbon on Netflix. Yeah, so it's been fine for me, but I think if we haven't gotten the memo yet, it really is time to like totally seriously lock it down. Not just like, hey, we're kind of locking it down. Hey, we're staying at home and maybe leaving here and there and going and doing this once in a while. Like it's really time to lock it down, man. For those who didn't hear, and especially those of you who don't live here in the valley, like folks back home. Uh, I mean, for me, it was my scary moment where they're up to 3 people, employees at the local casino workers right here on the south side. 3 of them have been confirmed to have the corona. And there was a Atlanta bus driver, if you didn't hear. One of our Atlanta bus driver got confirmed with it. So like all of a sudden, it's not just for me. It's not just, oh, there's a dozen or so Lehigh Valley cases. Oh boy, there's 5 in Bethlehem, or you know, there's 70 in Northampton County, but it still seems pretty contained. Now we're hearing like people who were in very, very, very public community jobs. And that to me is like that's the big warning. Like let's just, dude, if you gotta go out and buy 10, 20 pounds of dry beans and rice one more time, go out, get it, and just stay the F home. Like let's bunker down for a while, man. Let's just let's do it. Like I said, for me, it's all good for me. And I have the blessing, by the way. Before I go into these last couple songs, and we go a little long today, after I said I wouldn't, um, I'll also say really quickly a big shout out to my School of Rock crew. Not only the owners, all the Thierrans, Ray, Travis, Sue Thieran, but all the families and School of Rock students who are sticking through this, because we have switched over to online lessons. So I am teaching still. I think I'm at about 85-90% of my lessons. Some folks aren't doing it, but most of the folks are, which I think is great for the kids to keep some normalcy in their lives. Definitely keeps me to having some normalcy, and at least, this meager musician life that we live. At least I've still got a little bit of my meager existence coming in, which reminds me, buy merch at headeye.org and donate at jheadeye on Venmo. Help a poor struggling musician out. Yeah, so a big shout out to the School of Rock crew, like at least making sure I can pay the bills. It's such a blessing. I know a lot of you out there aren't working right now, and I know like that specter of maybe being locked down for another 4 or 6 weeks is starting to really weigh on a lot of people's minds. And this whole mysterious, is there going to be a stimulus package? Who knows? So, but everybody, let's keep it positive until we know what we got, what the cards are on the table, right? Don't fold them yet. Let's wait for that river card. Oh, which reminds me, on Thursday night I did the Kenny Rogers tribute already. Maybe tomorrow on this one I'll do a hold 'em fold 'em tribute. But John Prine. Oh my God, John Prine is right now in critical condition, struggling with the corona. So I want to do a couple John Prine tunes for you. And for me, the really cool thing about seeing all the outpouring of love online, because so here's a guy who he doesn't have a lot of the pop stardom. He never had a lot of hits, if any, really. Maybe a couple small country hits. But so he's one of those folks who everybody knows. If you know, you know. And I can't remember the last time I saw such an outpouring for somebody who, again, didn't really have any hits, but he's such a beloved artist and songwriter that the outpouring in just the last 24 hours of support for John Prine's been really, it's been really touching and confirming that, as an underground artist, it's really confirming to see, yes, here's a guy that people are paying attention to. He might not have the hits, he might not have the pop stardom, but people know who he is, and they're like, yeah, this is the guy. And I want to do 2 John Prine tunes, and we'll call it quits for the day. This is a song that Sylvia Poppychuck and I used to do in our band Sex and Cheesecake. It was definitely one of those first John Prine songs that hit me like, it's probably going to hit me right now too, where it just goes, oh God, oh God, oh God. We had an apartment in the city. Me and Loretta like living there. Now it's been years since the kids have grown and got a life on their own, left us all alone. John and Linda, they live in Omaha. Joe, he's somewhere out there on the road. We lost Davy in the Korean War. I still don't know what for. It don't matter anymore. You know that old trees just grow stronger, and old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Hello. Now me and Loretta, we don't talk much more. She sits and stares through the back door screen. And all the news, it just repeats itself like some forgotten dream we've all already seen. Someday I'll go and I'll call up Ruby. We worked together at the factory. What could I say if he asks what's new? Nothing, what's with you? We got nothing much to do. You know that old trees just go stronger. Old rivers grow wilder every day. Old people just grow lonesome, waiting for someone to say hello in there. Hello. if you're walking down the street sometime and you spot some old ancient hollow eyes, please don't just pass them by and stare as if you didn't care. Say hello in there. Hello. Oh, man. Ay, ay, ay. John Prine. Hello in there. All right, folks. I got time. I'm going to do one more. Then it's time to go do a little housework and get ready to teach the kids of America online. This was a later John Prine album. I'm not even going to guess, really. I think it was in the 90s. I don't know. I want to guess 96. I'm probably way off. It could have been 93 or 82 or 2011. I don't know. But he had this great album called The Missing Years. Tons of great stuff on that album. But this particular tune was a title track. But the title track is a little longer, and then it's called Jesus, The Missing Years. And it's for those who've never heard this, right? So there's this, like especially a lot of the Gnostic texts, a lot of biblical scholars, and even just historians, when they talk about the written life of Jesus. Basically, what we have in the Bible, right, is we have up to through his childhood. Then we have him going into the temple at what 11 or something like that, right? And he goes and starts preaching in the temple, disappears for like 20 years, and then comes back, and we have the Easter story and all the preaching at the end, spreading the word, and then Jerusalem and Easter and blah 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 blah. So there's literally all these missing years of what was he doing for 20 years. And then there's a lot of fun theories about him traveling the earth, traveling east to the Orient, being studying in some temples in the Orient, and there's some fun theories there. But the point is, there's this big chunk of missing time. So this is John Prine's take on what Jesus was doing in those 20 missing years of the Bible. And I believe it's on Austin City Limits. There's a great online video. You can check it out on YouTube and listen to this song and hear this great story he tells, where John Prine, if I take on the persona of John Prine for a second, like tell the story as he was telling it, and he says, he goes, somebody was telling me about, let's see if I can get an Arkansas accent here, Kentucky, Arkansas accent. Actually, I think Southern Illinois, right? John Prine was a Southern Illinois boy, which, by the way, Illinois is a very interesting state, right? It's Chicago up top, and it's Kentucky at the bottom. Those of us here in Pennsylvania who talk about, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh and Alabama in the middle, Illinois is the same way. It's like Chicago, the Midwest, and down here it's Kentucky and Tennessee. It's really, and there's, did you know, I worked one summer, at the end of the summer, I worked in Robinson, Illinois at an oil refinery. There's oil fields at the bottom of Illinois. All these things you learn when you tune into Afternoon Delight with Jason. So the point of this is I'm trying to get my Southern Illinois, Arkansas, John Prine accent here. And I was telling a story of how, someone told me about how there was all these missing years of Jesus. And, well, that just blew my mind. I couldn't get my mind around it, because one time when I was living in Nashville, me and this waitress, we went up to the lake for a weekend, and everybody knew where we were. How could the Son of God disappear for 20 years? And here's our final song of the day, Jesus, The Missing Years. Mr. John Prine. Now, it was raining. It was cold. West Bethlehem was no place for a 12-year-old. packed his bags, and he headed out. Wanted to go find out what the world's all about. He went to France, and he went to Spain. He found love, and he found pain. He found some stores, so he started to shop. But he had no money, so he got in trouble with a cop. Kids in trouble with the cops back in Israel, they didn't have no home. So he cut his hair and he moved to Rome. It was there that he met his Irish bride, and they rented a flat on the Lower East Side. Lower East Side of Rome, that is. Italy. Music publishers, bookbinders, Bible belters, money changers, swimming pools, movie stars, spoon benders, and lots of pretty Italian chicks. Charlie bought some popcorn. Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't go that far. Things shut down at midnight. At least round here they do. We all reside down the block inside of 23 Skidoo. The wine was flowing and so was all the beers. So Jesus, he found his missing years. So he went to a dance and he said, nah, this don't move me. See that flash dog go by? He hiked up his pants and he went to a movie. And on his 13th birthday, he saw a rebel without a cause. He went straight on home and he invented Santa Claus. Gave him a gift and he responded in kind. He gave him the gift of love and he went out of his mind. You see, him and the wife, they weren't getting along. So Jesus took out his guitar and he wrote down a song. He called it "The Dove of Love Fell Off the Perch," but he couldn't get divorced in the Catholic Church. At least not back then, anyhow. Jesus was a good guy. He didn't need this shit. So he took a pill with a bag of peanuts and a Coke, and he swallowed it. He discovered the Beatles. He discovered the Stones. He even once opened a 3-way package in Southern California for George Jones. Charlie bought some popcorn. Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't quite go that far. Things shut down at midnight. At least around here they do. 'Cause we all reside down the block inside of 23 Skidoo. The years went by like sweet little days, with babies crying pork chops and Beaujolais. Jesus woke up, all of a sudden he was 17. The world was angry, the world was mean. While the man down the street and the kid on the stoop, they all agreed that life stank, smelled like poop. Baby poop, that is. The worst kind of poop. So Jesus grew his hair long. He threw away his comb and headed back to Jerusalem to find his mom, his dad, and his home. But when he got there, the cupboard was bare, except for an old black man with a fishing rod. He said, "What you want to be when you grow up, boy?" He said, God. Oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? I'm a human corkscrew, and all my wine is blood. They're gonna kill me, mama. They don't like me, bud. So Jesus went to heaven, and he went there awful quick. All them people killed him, and he wasn't even sick. So come gather around me, all my contemporary peers, and let me tell you here the story of Jesus, the missing years. Oh, Charlie bought the popcorn. Billy bought a car. Someone almost bought the farm, but they didn't go that far. Things shut down around midnight. At least round here they do. 'Cause we all reside down the block inside of 23 Skidoo. Jesus, the missing years. All right, everybody. It's been my pleasure to hang out with you for 43 minutes. We didn't go too long. So that half-hour plan, if I get 45 minutes, I'll be happy. So good to hear from some of y'all. Thanks to John Paul, Courtney, Jacob, and Sammy for checking in. We'll do this again tomorrow. Until then, everybody be well, stay positive, stay productive. Go over to headeye.org. At the very least, if you don't buy some merch, download the singles. If you don't download them and pay for them for a whole $1.50, at least listen to them, please. Yeah, we just would love if you would just check out what John Paul and I have been working on in the studio. Please do that. But if you're so inclined, buy some merch. Some of all y'all have been doing that in the last 48 hours. We got to get that out in the mail to you ASAP, so that's all coming. And we'll do this again tomorrow. What do you say? Sky rockets in flight, afternoon delight, afternoon delight. Everybody be well, spread the love, stay positive, love you. See you tomorrow. Woohoo! Peace, love you all.